Come, mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me this week as we go on with the rest of Ameliance's custom deliveries. So we're back in Charlian and about to see what she has for us next. I went ahead and did some crafting before we got here. It's good to see you, Claire. I trust the procurements of various odds and ends for the Homestead Program proceeds apace. I'm ever so curious to see what wonders you will bring. We just need to turn in 3. I already made these before. The magical arts require an appropriate focus through which to hone one's skills. Whether it's an array of Norlifts, a plane sphere, cane, or magical concoction, there are numerous options. Quality is key, however, so please bear with me while I take a closer look. I am at a loss for words. This is simply outstanding. Should students grow accustomed to such immaculate craftsmanship, I fear nothing less will ever satisfy them again. I shall take great pains to explain the unique circumstances under which these have been commissioned. Okay, so I don't need to read that again. I have wonderful news, Claire. The students have not been praised for your marvelous supplies. Indeed, it appears the program is a smashing success. Why, even my former mentor saw fit to congratulate me. Rest assured, however, I told him I could not have done it without you. Who's your former mentor? I hope the supplies have also been of use to Mila. Once she has a solid grasp of ether and manipulation, I've no doubt our resources will further bolster her flourishing skills. Alas, I must give her the space to learn in her own time. Hello, Claire. I didn't realize you were visiting. Actually, there was something I wanted to tell you. I really appreciate the work you've done, procuring all sorts of things for myself and the other students. Your support has meant the world to us, so thank you. Oh, she's precious. Well then, I better be off. A lot of spells to practice and so little time. I mustn't drag my feet lest I get left behind my peers. Just a moment, Mila. I could not help but notice that you seem a touch out of sorts. Pray tell, is something the matter? Well, whatever do you mean? I couldn't feel better. Are you sure? Though faint, the gauntness of your cheeks indicates otherwise. I have no doubt you enjoy your meals here at home, but I cannot speak for elsewhere. What can you tell me of the food at the studium? As I thought. Believe it or not, meals at the studium were considered gruesome, to put it lightly, even in my day. A damning statement considering our woefully low culinary standards. Forgive me for not noticing sooner, Mila. From now on, I shall personally prepare lunch for you. What? No, I couldn't bear to inconvenience you any further. Inconvenience? Don't be ridiculous. You are family, my dear. Right then, I'd love to learn how to cook Thavnarian dishes, if you would care to teach me. Come, let us away to the kitchen. Lady Ameliance, we servants would be happy to serve anything you wish. I must insist that you leave the cooking to us. Thank you, Milad, but that won't be necessary. Though I am out of practice, I am not wholly bereft of culinary skill. After all, it was I who often prepared luncheon coffers for Fortunato when we were students, and I'm quite glad I did. His propensity for Archon loaf would have ruined his figure otherwise. Now, let us go and put the kitchen to good use, shall we? Yes. But Lady Ameliance, please reconsider. I don't know why they're bothering. Once she makes up her mind, that's it. Okay, she now considers us a benefactor of House Livier. So much work to be done if she's to ensure students enrolled in the academic Homestead program feel more at home. Okay, so what's this new favor? Like I don't already know. It is only natural Mila would grow homesick, and yet somehow I failed to notice. A taste of home from time to time would no doubt lift her spirits, but we've only the bland cuisine of Charlian to offer her, which is why I suspect that, rather than endure the questionable repast of the studium, she chooses to suffer pangs of both longing and hunger when she's away. It breaks my heart to think that there may be other students suffering in silence just as Mila did. To err on the side of caution, I will advise the other Homestead families to be particularly mindful when it comes to matters of nourishment. Speaking of which, students who share Mila's passion for learning are often wont to remain at the studium from their first classes in the morning until well after the last bell. Luncheon coffers able to keep their food fresh during those long hours would go a long way to quell any dietary issues they have. I trust I can count on you to supply the requisite coffers. Okay. Thank you for your continued support, Claire, as I know all too well from my time as a student, it is nigh impossible to concentrate on an empty stomach, hence why I have a mind to keep a few luncheon coffers at hand, if I could trouble you with the task of procuring them. Okay, luncheon coffer fixed with a crystal to give it lyrically enhanced insulin properties, can be preserved at temperatures, so food placed for them for long periods of time. Ah, okay. I see how that works. So I'm guessing it's infused with some ice crystals. Yeah, so this time we actually gotta work for it. Not a problem. So what I do, usually just start off with reflect and a few delicate touches. And once I reach it around at least 15%, that's when I go ahead and just use innovation, great strives with Rygod's blessing, and then I just finish it off with careful synthesis. At least that's the very basic, for me anyway. Okay, that should be it. Proximity to prioritize nutrition over flavor and cuisine. Exposure to foods from other cultures through the Homestead Program, however, has broadened the many families' views on nourishment. You might say it's given us food for thoughts, but even the most delicious dishes can be spoiled if not kept at a proper temperature, which is why I must be certain this luncheon coffer is up to the mark. Yeah, okay. So she's pleased with them. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for yet another incredible round of deliveries, Claire. Words can ill express what a boon your help has been to the Homestead Program. And I would like to think that we have become good friends through our work together as well. Fortuno would no doubt be shocked, perhaps even envious, were he to see what we've accomplished thus far. Yeah, where is Fortuno anyway? Oh, that's it already? Well, that's the downside with these custom deliveries. They sure don't last long, do they? Well, I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses by next week. So until then, everyone, take care.